Hello and welcome, folks, to this presentation of Table Rock Sports. We are here for day 2 of the Cascade Christmas Classic here at Cascade Christian High School. We apologize for any delay. We don't have video right now, but we can give you the coverage vocally. Jonathan McCrary beside me, Jake McCoy. We saw lots of great action yesterday. This is round 2. Both of these teams have earned their place here. What can we expect going forward for Klamath Union and St. Mary's here?
You know what? I've got a chance to watch these St. Mary's girls this past week in Hidden Valley. They play well. They shoot the ball well. I think just really what kind of comes down to their offense is just making some, costly turnovers, just kind of some easy buckets that need to be finished. And I think it's just a matter of not only finishing the ball but taking care of the ball, not making just, no just simple turnovers, no just, wasted possessions. And, I think they got a lot of talent. They're definitely missing one of their better scorers, the freshman Emily Dole. She's a threat from pretty much anywhere on the court. But they got some good talent. And Raja Gopal, she's a good shooter. This Klamath Union team, I've only got to watch once. They played a very good game yesterday. So I think we're in for a good one.
Indeed we are. St. Mary's makes both free throws, cutting the deficit to 18-12. We are here early here in the second period. And we'll get some rosters here in just a moment. Thank you again to everyone who's joining us from all over the state, tuning into this tournament. It is tournament season. This is one of 3 tournaments, I believe, going on around the state. You got the Abby's Classic over in Medford, foul called on the floor. And you also have the Summit up in Portland, sponsored by Nike. Driving towards the cup, misses the lay-in. Klamath Union with possession on the outside. Passing back and forth. Side out on the far side. Loses possession of the ball. Almost loses it. St. Mary's puts up the 3, and it's off. Tries to save it, but it will go back to St. Mary's. And stolen back. Wide open layup is good. That's 2 points on the board for Klamath Union. And we do not have numbers here on these rosters. We do, however, for St. Mary's. Chloe Connor loses it back to Klamath Union. Dribbling around the perimeter, pulls up from deep, and that one's good.
Splash.
Splash is right. Up 23-12 now, Klamath Union over St. Mary's here early in the second period. Pulling up from 3 and responds with a 3 of her own, Kaylee Connor. 3 more points for St. Mary's. Travel called on the other end, and the ball will go back to the Crusaders. And we're going to have action all day long here in the tournament. Page passing it forward. That one's stripped away on the inside. Back to Klamath Union. Dribbling down. Waiting. 3 open in the corner. That one's off. And rebounded by number 4, Olivia Lippert. And back up the floor they go. Page with the ball. That one nearly stripped away. Kathy Meha is fouled. Turnover and a timeout here. While we have a break, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making Table Rock Sports action possible. We are in Medford, Oregon, here for the Christmas Classic, a 3-day tournament. This is day 2, second round action. Brought to you by John L. Scott and Lithia Auto Superstores. Quick timeout complete. Klamath Union with possession of the ball. Standing at the top of the key, she bides her time. Throws to the mid-post. Quick handoff, pick and pop. That one's off and rebounded by St. Mary's. Making her way up the floor is Olivia Lippert. Lippert passes. That inside layup is missed. And a quick travel called. St. Mary's will stay right here with the ball. That one tipped out on the back baseline. Lippert will throw it in. That one's stripped away. 2-on-1. Running down center court, goes up for the layup. Contact made, but no foul called. But a reach on the fast break attempt. No points being scored since the last time. Score still 15-23 in favor of Klamath Union. Pass attempt to Lippert is off, and a wide open lay-in for Klamath Union on the other end. Being a little careless with the ball there results in 2 more points and a 10-point lead for the Pelicans. St. Mary's needs to get their offense going quickly here in the early going. Riker Rothfuss puts it up. Layup is missed, but there is a foul called, and she'll shoot 2. This is game 1 of our slate today. We have quite a few today as we proceed in the Christmas Classic. First free throw is off. And a quick timeout called. And we saw our fair share of comebacks yesterday. The next game on the slate is Westside Christian versus St. Mary's boys team. We saw 2 big comebacks in those games, and they were on the receiving end of those comebacks. What can we look forward to with those teams? Just unable to get it done in the first round, but another chance here to, like, put it on ice, so to say.
Well, I've yet to see Westside Christian play, but, I mean, I've seen St. Mary's play the last 4 games. And safe to say they dropped 3 with that. I truly believe they should have won. I mean, even last night's game, you know, they led most of the way and kind of just tanked a little bit in the fourth quarter. So I think really it's just a matter of them finishing the ball game. I think that's what's something they're really struggling is they're kind of shying away from the moment, you know, when clutch moments come, you know, you kind of got guys kind of looking around with, you know, big, like a deer in the headlights almost, you know, like.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can just dial in and, you know, just go to some more of their key players and just come up in these clutch moments, you know, and finish out the ball game.
And they certainly have the talent to.
They can play. I mean, you saw it.
They can play with anybody.
Trey Foster has the highlight of the tournament from yesterday. I mean, I thought that was I thought that was going to be a huge momentum shift, and it really was. I mean, they went on like an 10-point run after that, but just still, like I said, unable to finish at the end of the game. So I think that's their biggest problem so far this season. I mean, they've dropped, you know, in the past 4 games, they've dropped 3 really close ones that they led for most of the game too. So
yeah, they got up to a 12-2 lead in the first quarter.
They play well. They come out hot, and then I think they just get comfortable. And I think that's really just going to be a difference maker in today's ball game. See if they can just finish it out.
Absolutely. Blocking foul is called on the floor. Klamath Union with 8 personnel fouls so far in the game. And St. Mary's with 5. They will shoot in the bonus. At the line, number 23, Riker Rothfuss. That 1-and-1 attempt is no good. Klamath Union gets back possession. Dribbling to the outside, mid-post. Makes a move up. And the layup is off, but a foul called, and she'll head to the line. First free throw is up and good. Attempting free throw number 2. And that one rolls on the rim, but that one is also good. Olivia Lippert up ahead, gets the ball back, dribbling on the right side, throws to the mid-post. In the corner, Rothfuss stuck, passes back to Lippert, puts the ball up. That one's stolen away, looks to be a jump ball, and it is. Possession arrow pointing towards Klamath Union, so Klamath Union gets the ball back. Pelicans playing well thus far. St. Mary's doing their best to get back into the game. Have several turnovers from passing to the mid-post. Pelicans staying active on the defensive end. Have several steals thus far. They have the ball. Running around the baseline, throws to the outside. 3 is off. Gets the ball back. Shot from the post is good. 2 points for Klamath Union. Lippert bringing the ball up the court. Stops at center court. Analyzing the defense. Passes to the inside. Shot is up and good for number 20, Kaylee Connor. Klamath Union with possession. Dribbles to the outside. 3 is up. 3 is no good, but a foul called in the middle. But this one will be against the Pelicans. Over and back call, and they'll bring it beyond half court for the bonus. 1:40 left, reading on the clock. We should get the camera here for the second half. Thank you all for tuning in and bearing with us. Technical difficulties do happen. Here for round 2 action, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. And the tournament's been drawing some pretty good crowds thus far. First free throw is no good. And another jump ball on the rebound. And this time, it is St. Mary's possession. Lippert will take it out on the baseline. And we do have a camera delivery, so we'll get some video for you in the second half. Thank you all again for watching. Turnover. That one to the mid post. Backs are down. It's stolen away by Meha, who goes up for the layup and is fouled. And the foul's piling up for Klamath Union, and that's the quickest way to get back into the game if you are St. Mary's. Meha, the freshman, will shoot from the line for 2. First free throw is no good off the front of the rim. Double bonus now, as Klamath Union has 10 personal fouls here in this game. .111 reading on the clock. Second free throw is off the front of the rim as well, no good. And Klamath Union will get back possession. And those ones hurt a little bit, especially in free point territory. If you're not going to get those free throws to go, it's the quickest way to get back into this game. They find themselves down 11 here. Nearly stolen away. Klamath Union still with possession. That one tipped out of bounds, and they'll keep it here on the near side. Thrown into the perimeter. Dribbles to the left side. Has someone open at the top of the key. One more pass, 3 is up, and it rims out. Back to St. Mary's. They have someone down the court, wide open. Thrown up. Kayla Connor's layup is missed. Contact on the inside. Didn't quite get her feet set, so they'll call a blocking foul. And St. Mary's, now with 7 personal fouls, sending Klamath Union to the line for 1 and 1. Makes the first. She makes the second. And 2 more points on the board for the Pelicans. Ball nearly lost. It is lost by Lippert, out of bounds. Couldn't quite handle the pass here on the near side. And the Pelicans get back the ball. Both teams not carrying a ton of reserves, so you'll basically see the same lineups here as the game progresses. And folks, we have light. We are back in action, as you see. Thank you all for being patient.
Boom. We're on.
Thank you, Jake, for getting that set up. And
hey, I got it.
We got video. Again, you're watching Klamath Union facing off against St. Mary's here in Medford, Oregon at Cascade Christian High School for the Christmas Classic. Thank you all for tuning in and being patient while we work out technical difficulties. We're about 2 seconds away from halftime, however, but We will get some lineups going here pretty soon and talk about what went on in the first half. Klamath Union dominating tempo thus far. That three is up and good right at the buzzer. Paige puts it in, not a moment of hesitation. She pulled up from nearly the logo. And that's exactly what St. Mary's needed here going into halftime. And at the half, Klamath Union leads 31-21. And St. Mary's starting to close the gap just a little bit. Was playing a lot better basketball than we saw in the first period, in the first part of the second quarter, I should say. Taking care of the ball. And we're going to go on a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere here on Table Rock Sports.
Hi, welcome to St. Mary's School.
I'm Alea, a junior.
And I'm Corin, a senior.
And we wanted to give you a quick tour of our amazing school. Come on!
St. Mary's is on the cutting edge of education, developing dynamic thinkers and lifelong learners.
Our teachers are passionate, our facilities are high-tech, and the open environment encourages critical thinking.
Our robotics lab is better than that of most colleges.
In fact, we've competed on the global scale. We've been to the World Championships not once, but 4 times.
These robots are going to take over the world.
No, but St. Mary's will.
Albert Einstein once said, the only thing you absolutely need to know is the location of the library.
And ours covers 5,000 square feet, housing over 12,000 titles. We even have 767 books from our Confucius Classroom Hanban organization.
It's where our dynamic thinkers come to read, study, or just chill for a little while.
This is our middle school, where it all starts.
Let's go check it out. The 5th grade. I haven't been here since, well, the 5th grade.
Since St. Mary's has 5th through 12th grades, we recognize that it's important for the lower grades to have their own unique experience.
I miss the 5th grade.
Yeah, simpler times. What is the most important thing to any student, anytime, anywhere? Food.
And boy, do we have it. With a full restaurant-style kitchen, we aren't just serving PB&Js.
We have a bunch of healthy options, including vegetarian and gluten-free stuff.
We even have fries.
That's a breadstick. And what do we do on Friday nights?
We study.
No.
We go to the library.
Really?
We appreciate the patience of our wonderful teachers.
We'll be doing what millions of other students across the country will be doing. Football! We fly that blue and white every Friday night. Let's go Crusaders, let's go! Let's go Crusaders, let's go!
At St. Mary's, we're not just a bunch of brainiacs. We're the 7-time winners of the OSAA Oregonian Cup.
We compete in 19 different sports, including football, soccer, tennis, cross country, track and field, archery, and so much more.
I mean, we have an 8-lane all-weather track and 5 acres of athletic fields.
So yeah, we take our sports pretty seriously. This is our chapel, based on the architecture of the Galla Placidia in Ravenna, Italy.
And the 4 arms of this chapel are thematic and represent the 4 stages in growth and faith. I know stuff.
We like to think globally here at St. Mary's.
Not only do we travel to other countries,
we invite international students from all over the world to come stay and learn with us.
Our beautiful dorm is right here on campus and features spacious 2-person rooms, a full kitchen, a huge common area for watching TV, playing ping pong, or just hanging out with other international students. One of the best things about St. Mary's is that we only have about 500 students.
Which means that the student-to-teacher ratio is about 10 to 1.
It also means we have 500 awesome friends.
We approach scheduling a little differently here at St. Mary's.
That's because we use the mod system. It gives us over 300 courses to choose from.
And it gives us the flexibility to make up our own unique schedule. And the term only lasts 26 days, giving us a school year full of classes we want to take. So what does this all mean for you?
Well, we found just the guy to answer that. Our principal, Mr. Meyer.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Well, what this means for you guys is you have a school that really cares about where you're going and your future. We have 100% college acceptance rate. We've got extensive AP classes. And you guys have a faculty who really cares for you and really wants to see you do well with your lives.
So it's like a GPS, but for our futures.
Yes, it is, but kind of without the robot voice there, Corin.
St. Mary's School is more than just a campus, cafeteria, or classrooms.
St. Mary's is a home where you'll begin to find your true place in the world.
This is where your journey begins. And from here?
Well, that's up to you.
What is education? Is it desks and a line? Is it reading from a textbook? Or should it be something more?
St. Mary's is a really special place, and it's hard to understand that unless you visit, unless you spend time here.
And the kids here are just wonderful.
It makes teaching easy because they want to learn and they're very respectful.
They care about each other. They know how to collaborate and work together. They know how to figure out complex problems.
They respond to enthusiasm and they develop their own enthusiasm, which is something that I feed off as a teacher.
We care for them as a whole, as an individual. It's not just about my subject. We care about all parts of that student.
One of the benefits of our project-based learning program in the middle school is that students are able to take what they're learning and make something really creative and inventive and exciting, and they're also very invested in it because it's real to them.
The students really get involved and get to learn problem solving through a hands-on approach. Through our mod system, they can take an engineering class and see if it's for them, but then maybe realize that they want to do something a little more creative and then take some art classes and find out that architecture might be their thing.
This is education for the 21st century. Our programming is designed to teach people to think outside the box.
This year we have students from 11 different countries, plus all of our American students, so we're an international campus. Students learn from each other. Local students learn from students who come to go to school here. In the classrooms, they really add to what is happening, and that benefits the local students.
A great education is more than just what happens inside the classroom. It's what happens when students learn about competition, about teamwork, about how to win and how to lose. It's about learning how to become who they need to become. I think what's most important about this is that you know that kid sitting in front of you, you see them as an individual, and you understand that you can have an impact on their life and inspire them to find out something about themselves that they didn't know existed, and that they can leave the school and they can go off and do some great things with their lives, whatever that may be. I feel like we're doing something pretty special and spectacular at this place. It's so inspiring, not only for myself, these students, but for everybody who works here, for everybody who comes here. To be part of St. Mary's is something that is truly extraordinary.
Welcome back, folks. Klamath Union up 31-21 over St. Mary's here at Cascade Christian High School in round 2 of the Christmas Classic. And we have video here now. Here at the beginning of the third period, we won't waste any more time. We'll get you right here for the second half. And they throw the ball in. And we don't have any numbers for the Klamath Union.
Yeah, that was tough.
Squad.
I called their game yesterday, and I couldn't get any names.
But we will do our best. We do, however, have numbers for St. Mary's. Abby Chrisman's layup attempt is no good. Klamath Union gets the ball back, and they'll take it up the floor. Back to the basket, puts up the three, and the three is good. 3 points right out of the gate for Klamath Union. The Pelicans take a 13-point lead. Rothfuss throws to the perimeter, nearly loses the ball. Back to Page, Rajapal. That one gets tipped out of bounds. Olivia Lippert will take it out. Throws to the inside, back to the basket. That pass is a little off. Lippert puts up the three. That one's short. It might have been tipped. Looks like it wasn't. And back the other way to Klamath Union. Next game on our slate, St. Mary's boys taking on Westside Christian. And I'll have that game here with Boomer Marshall. That three is off. Layup is off as well. Gets third chance. And the fourth shot attempt results in a turnover. Foul on the inside. Actually, Jake McCoy and I will be right here to do the next game. So we won't be going anywhere. And we hope that you'll be right here with us to watch this next round of action. Has ball at the top of the key. Goes to the middle. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Lippert gets the rebound. Trapped in the front court. Able to sneak out of it. And she might be going all the way to the cup. Pulls up for two. And that shot is good from the mid-range. Klamath Union returning it up the floor. Takes two dribbles. Passes back to the perimeter. Three is up. Bounces off the rim. Three is no good. A little bit of contact and an errant pass back to Klamath Union for two. And Lippert gets it back. St. Mary's might have to call a timeout. Trapped in the court. And a foul called. Pelicans almost executed that trap to perfection, but a little bit of body contact and they blow the whistle. Pelicans will look to stay out of foul trouble here. They had 10 personal fouls in the first period. 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Lippert passes back out to Page. Rothfuss dribbling. Hesitates. Nearly travels. Puts up the mid-range shot. That one tipped out of bounds, but it'll stay here. Lippert will take it out on the baseline. Looking for someone who's open. Running out of time. Throws to the inside. That one blocked away. But they call a foul. Must have called the body contact because I believe that was all ball. Avery Chrisman at the line, the junior. First free throw attempt. Clanks off the rim. But she'll get another opportunity. Still down 11 are the Crusaders. Second free throw attempt is up and good. And St. Mary's needs to lock in defensively here, down 10, if they are going to mount a comeback. We saw plenty of that yesterday. Just in the 2 games I was doing, I saw 2 major comebacks as Phoenix and Santa Ana Christian for the boys came all the way back from over 15 down to win. Turnover on the play. Lippert bringing it back up. Dribbles to the middle. Wanted the mid-range shot. Felt the defense closing in. Back to Rothfuss. To the inside. And a jump ball. Substitutions coming in. Wanted the 3. Back to Connor. Connor puts it up. That one's no good. Lands into a crowd, and Klamath Union gets it back. Good pass. And a foul called on the floor. The penetration works for the Pelicans. And the ball will stay right here. To the inside, layup is up and no good, but a foul called and 2 free throws. St. Mary's defeated Ashland in round 1 of the tournament, and Klamath Union defeated Crater in their game. Shot is up. Dribbling down the court. Up, no good. Lippert passes back to the outside. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Klamath Union and St. Mary's both fell in the last round. That's why they're playing in this time slot here in the main gym. So this is first round of the consolation. At the line for one more. Chrisman puts that one in. And we're down to a 10-point lead with 3 minutes left to go. 3 is up, 3 is good. Make that right back to 13. Wasted no time on that three-pointer. She has the range. Lippert passes it off. Shot is up, shot is no good, but back to the line. And just as we saw in the first half, those fouls starting to mount up for the Pelicans. First one is good for Connor. The second one is up and off the rim. Pelicans get back the ball here, under 3 minutes left to go. Now look to push their lead. She has the range. That three is off. And Connor's bumped out of bounds. St. Mary's will get the ball back. Lippert will take it out on the baseline. So the winners from yesterday's action will get a little bit of a break and play later on in the day. You're watching the consolation bracket here at Cascade Christian High School. And while we have a little bit of a timeout, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports. Right in time for the action. Kaylee Connor will take it out and throws into Lippert. Lippert dribbling to the outside, has a lane. Lane closes quick. Klamath Union's been working hard on the defensive end, trying to prevent those fast break opportunities. Throws to the inside. Connor up. Connor misses a layup, but back to Lippert for a mid-range shot. That one's off. They call a foul in the middle. And that one goes against St. Mary's, so we'll head the other way. And it has been tough sledding for St. Mary's on the inside. Klamath Union with the height in the middle. Moving to center court, throws to the outside. She's deadly from that range, and she'll pull up from three. That one sails just a little bit. That layup is off. Second chance opportunity can't be completed. Page running to the rim, puts up the layup, and the layup is good. 2 points for St. Mary's. And we'll see what Klamath Union will do. Puts up the layup's good. And 2 more points. Shot is up, shot is no good, but there is a foul, sending Kaylee Connor to the line for 2. Now that we've seen a little bit of action, what can St. Mary's do to get back into this one?
Oh, right now, hopefully just knock down some free throws. You know, just the little things go a long way. You know, taking care of the ball, playing good defense. I think it's just been, a couple sloppy turnovers, a couple missed easy buckets. I think right now is just where you got to dig deep and just realize, hey, let's just play our game, not panic, knock down open shots, no second chance points, and just play good defense.
And you brought up the point of free throws. Klamath Union, again, is struggling to not foul. So making those free throws down the stretch will come up big if you are St. Mary's. Turnover on the drive. Lippert will take it out. Throws into Rothfuss. Back to Lippert. Olivia Lippert turns it over. They wanted a jump ball, but a foul being called. And that's foul number 7. Actually make that foul number 4 for St. Mary's. They called it on the other end. That one tipped and out of bounds, back to the baseline. And this is an opportunity for St. Mary's to pressure if they would like. 1 minute left to go. Has a lane, mid-range shot goes up. Shot's no good. Kathy Meha with it, throws down to Rothfuss, who misses the layup. Had a wide open lane. Dribble drive around Lippert. Fast break opportunity is up and good for 2 points. Lippert has it at the top of the key, driving to the left, throws to the middle. That layup attempt is no good. It's been tough sledding on the inside for these Crusaders. Quick whistle, plenty of fouls going both ways. 24 seconds left to go here in the third period. Has it at the top of the key. Seen some good passing by Klamath Union. You saw it right there. That layup, however, is no good. 5 seconds left to go in the period. Throws to Lippert. Lippert running out of time. Throws it up, and it's no good. And that brings us here to the end of the third period here on Table Rock Sports. And St. Mary's running out of time to come back. We'll have one more period here after this break on Table Rock Sports. Fourth period. Klamath Union up 42-29 over St. Mary's here in the consolation bracket. First game of the day. But we'll have action for you here at Cascade Christian High School all day long. And possibly even get you some updates from around the state as there are tournaments going on all around. Taking it out on the near side are the Pelicans, and they get possession first. Dribbling to the outside, layup is up and no good, very close, but the second chance attempt is good. 2 more points on the board for the Pels. Lead now 15. Lippert's pass sails out of bounds on the near side. And Klamath Union impressively doing this without many subs. The majority of their players have been playing the whole game. They only have around 2 substitutions. That layup is up, no good. Back to St. Mary's, dribbling down the court is Kathy Meha. Page, the speedster, tries to put it up. That layup attempt is blocked out of bounds. Possession will stay right here. Lippert will take it out, hopefully to find an open player. Has Meha on the inside, unable to get it to her. Page, 3 is off. That pass sails. They could have a chance here. Wide open three for Lippert, and that one goes down.
It's a good unselfish play right there, just making the extra pass.
And finally able to take advantage of those turnovers and put a three on the board. But a foul called on the other end. No shot attempt, foul called on the floor. They'll take it out on the baseline. 6 minutes and 48 seconds left. St. Mary's down only 12. They'll need to mount to come back as soon as possible here if they're going to. Throws to the inside. Pass not handled. Second attempt works. Layup is up and good for Klamath Union. Arid pass taken away by the Pelicans. No shot clock in high school basketball here in the state of Oregon. That layup attempt is short, and it'll go back the other way. Klamath Union can afford to bide their time here, down up 14 points, but if you can put the pedal to the metal and close this game out, you probably should. The St. Mary's girls team can come back. That one bounces off the front of the rim, almost bounces in, not quite. Klamath Union takes it back on the fast break attempt, makes one move, up and good. Neat little sidestep to get the layup to go. Lippert taking it up the court, and a blocking foul is called. And they are indeed in the bonus. Got themselves in trouble early, have since let up as far as committing fouls goes. Page has it at the top of the key, tries to pass to Lippert. That one is tipped away. In trouble here. The double teams have been working for Klamath Union. They'll call a foul, though, on the floor, and that one's a little frustrating if you are a Pelicans fan. They had the defensive stop, but it will send Page back to the line, 4-2. Actually, they are in 1-1 territory, so if she doesn't make this, they can rebound, and they do. Klamath Union gets back the ball. Throwing down, fast break, up and good for 2 more points. And I feel like it's starting to slip away just a bit from these St. Mary's girls. We have seen crazier things happen. Timeout called on the floor, 5:20 left. I'd like to take this chance to thank one of our sponsors. After the game, head down to your Circle K and get some crispy, crunchy chicken. But don't go anywhere right now. Head right back and watch some more basketball action. We'll be here all day long on TableRockSports.net. Jonathan McCrary beside me, Jake McCoy. We will stay right here for the next game as well, as St. Mary's taking on Westside Christian. The boys, they both had big leads yesterday and were unable to close out. We'll see how that plays out here. But as for this game, Klamath Union starting to build their lead larger and larger on St. Mary's. St. Mary's unable to stop the fast break opportunities from occurring. Klamath Union taking advantage of that. Also true, Klamath Union has been deadly from the outside. Number 1 on the floor for Klamath Union is their best shooter. 5 minutes left. Olivia Lippert has the ball. Makes one move, dribbles to the outside. Passes it off to Page, who puts up a three, and the three is no good. And another foul on the inside. Make that 9 fouls now for Klamath Union. They're 1 foul away from the double bonus. Number 25, Abby Chrisman at the line. Chrisman puts it up. And that one's no good. Going down the court. Layup is up and good. And it's starting to slip away here as Klamath Union goes up by 20 points. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Lippert has it, throws to the inside. That one not handled, but back to Lippert for 2. Chrisman gets it taken away on the inside. Pelicans back to the front court for another layup. Lippert dribbles to the outside, back to the inside. Layup is up and good for St. Mary's to close in a little bit. Layup is no good. Contact called in the middle of the key, sending them to the line. First free throw is up and good for KU. You see the Butte Falls boys team walking by. In the running for best dressed, I'd say. Definitely the most interesting uniforms. They lost their opening round game yesterday, and they'll play today in the consolation tournament. Page throws it in. Thought about the three, still thinking about it. Makes a move to the inside, and she's taken down. Foul called. That puts Kathy Meha on the line for 2.
Another bucket by St. Mary's.
And they close in.
Cut this one to 20, which is not necessarily what you want to be, but we have seen crazier things, that's for sure.
Even in this tournament, Phoenix came back from an 18-point deficit yesterday to beat Westside Christian, which brings Westside Christian here in this next game. But running out of time are these St. Mary's girls, and we'll see how that plays out going forward. Thank you all for tuning in here in Medford, Oregon at Cascade Christian High School. This is just game one of our slate. We'll have several more today. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, Klamath Union up 20 points, 58-38 here in the fourth quarter. And while we have a second, I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Medford's own Bill's Glass. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. 3:18 on the clock. Pelicans with the ball, taking it out. And they have a 2-on-1 fast break opportunity. Doesn't make the extra pass, but gets a layup to go. Pelicans up by 22 points here. Riker Rothfuss puts it up. That one, however, is no good. Klamath Union, with under 3 minutes left to go, can take this one to the end. And one on the layup. And they're just putting it to him at this point. 62-38 now. With a free throw attempt to go. Free throw attempt is up and no good. Rebounded by Kayla Connor. Contact to the floor. Connor goes down. Klamath Union gets the ball back, goes up for a layup for 2 more points. Olivia Lippert with it. Dribbles to the outside. Down to the floor. Good hustle being shown. Ball nearly lost. Gives St. Mary's a chance to get their defense back on the other end. And that fast break defense has been the focus of their issues today. Just unable to corral this Klamath Union offensive attack. Page puts it up for 3. That one off. Rebounded by Zoe Young, who comes into the game for the first time.
Just a little under 2 minutes here left to play.
We have a quick turnaround. The time is 10:18. We'll have a game right after this. Layup attempt is no good, but a foul called, contact in the middle, and she'll go to the line for 2. Both teams now in bonus territory. First free throw attempt is up, and it's no good. Set to shoot one more. That one is up. And misses that one as well, but gets a second chance opportunity right back. But a turnover and out of bounds to St. Mary's. And with 1:32 left, it would take a miracle to get them back into this game. Timeout called on the floor, and that'll give us an opportunity to go to break. But we'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports. beat.
They played them last night, didn't they?
Phoenix played West Side yesterday, and
no, it was St. Anne Christian, wasn't it?
that free throw attempt is up and good for St. Mary's. 64-39 now in this game as we approach the closing seconds of this one. 1:19 left to go as she makes both free throws, and they can just dribble it out. But as evidenced by their previous possessions, I don't believe they'll do that. Goes for the layup, blocked away by Kaylee Connor. Has it on the baseline. That layup attempt is no good, but a foul called. That free throw is good. 65-40 now as we approach the end of this one. Lippert taking it up the floor with under a minute left. Defense comes. Page almost lost it. Throws up towards the rim. That layup attempt is off. St. Mary's has gone cold from the floor. Only 40 seconds remaining. Makes the extra pass to the mid-range. Has the layup and is fouled. This one will be prolonged. 34 seconds left to go, and she'll head to the line. Both teams in the double bonus with 10 fouls each. And she'll shoot 2. Shot is up, and shot is good. Makes the second. Klamath Union will come away with the win here in the first round of the consolation bracket. St. Mary's just couldn't quite get it going on either side of the ball. Kept it close early. Klamath Union pulled away, and with 15 seconds left to go, they'll dribble it out. 10 seconds now. And that score you see on the John L. Scott scoreboard will be the final score as this game has gone final. Klamath Union advances to the next round of the consolation bracket. And our next game, Westside Christian, will be taking on the St. Mary's boys team here on this floor. Thank you all for watching. Jonathan McCrary beside me, Jake McCoy, signing off.
It has been fun. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one coming up.
We'll be right back.